Hey guys, well, here it is. I've cleaned up the field pretty much as good as I can, and if you guys remember that little dark chalky haze over all this and all the dirt and everything that was, I don't know if you ever saw it in here, but I know you saw it up in here and around here. Now you're not going to be able to get rid of everything. Like there's still a small trail of dirt up in here and over here. And this stuff right here, this is actually impacted into the paint. It's dimples in the paint, and they're full of dirt, and you can't really get rid of them without doing some kind of scrubbing or something that I'm not familiar with. So if you guys know how to do that, yeah, let me know. That'd be pretty cool. I want to also show you something. These have little dimples in it from the age of the pinball machine. And it's really kind of neat because even though it's not stock with the pinball machine from when it was new, when these were flat, it does add character to the machine, because when the ball comes down here, it's going slow. You never know really where the ball is going to go. I mean, you kind of have a guess, like if it's coming down here like this, and then normally it would kind of drop down and maybe hit your paddle. Now it comes over here and it hits it, and it kicks it over to here, and it'll kick it over to this one, and then the ball could end up over here. It just really depends on how fast the ball is going. So the dimples, although they weren't there when the pinball machine was new, it adds character to the game with the age, and adds a little bit of uncertainty. Even down here, like if you hit the bumper here and it comes up, and you think it would just normally come over here, it'll hit this and it'll kind of roll around a little bit and then drop down. So it does make the game harder to play, but it makes it also a lot more interesting. One of the other things, like up in here, you don't necessarily want the ball to stop right here. And with this being dimpled, it does. So what I did is I added some tape, like 4 layers of tape in here. And it did make a difference, and it stopped about 99% of it. This one, I needed to add another piece of tape. I haven't done it yet. And this one regularly does get stuck. It'll also get stuck up here on the 8-ball, way up here on top, which is kind of interesting. Let me see. There, you can see the dimple there now. It will actually get stuck up there, and then it won't drop down. Anyways, that wasn't the purpose or the title of the video on this. This was on cleaning, not the intricacies of aging pinball machines. So, with that being said, I mean, you can see that the field up in here is much cleaner than what it was previously. I mean, this was just caked over with dirt and stuff, and up in here too. So this is going to be a nicer playing field now. It'll look pretty. I mean, it's not perfect. The machine, was built in 1973. My goodness. And it's still working fairly well. There are a few quirks or problems with it right now, but I'll work through those. But I'm really happy with how the playing field turned out. It's nice and shiny now, nice and clean. Everything looks fairly good. It has the usual pinball patina, I guess you could say, with a little bit of wear and tear on it. So that's kind of neat, and I've really enjoyed this machine. So the next step in this cleaning process, or semi-reconditioning process, is to go ahead and clean all the little pieces that go on here, and then we'll get them installed. And also, I didn't mention it, but also when you do your cleaning, don't forget your little coin area, or your I don't know what they call this, ball guard area or whatever, and instruction area. Don't forget to do this too. I went ahead and I cleaned it up with it, what was it, new finish? Yeah, with my new finish. And this stuff does a really good job. I mean, I'm really impressed with it. And it leaves kind of I guess a little polymer wax over everything too, which is really nice. It's designed for automotive finishes, so You know, if it can go outside in the heat and the rain and all that stuff, it can certainly sit inside a pinball machine and protect my paint. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the other little pieces and get them cleaned up and get them reinstalled, and then we'll put some new rubbers and bumpers and all kinds of little things on it. Clean up the glass, clean up the control board up here, or the headboard as it's actually called, scoreboard. We'll get that all cleaned up. So let me get to cleaning up the other stuff.